Moderation helps everyone feel safe to build a positive life track experience. Choose who can participate, set a delay between messages, hide or put people in timeout menu. Oh, cool. I didn't know you could do all that.
What can you do?
Like it says it lets you put people in timeout.
So like if they say like mean stuff.
Mm-hmm. You can put them in timeout.
I like going a timeout. Right. Yeah.
All right. So, hey guys, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. My son wasn't feeling good today, so he is here. Um, and welcome to Mental Training with Mez on this channel. We actually work out mentally. So we do actual mental workouts. As much as I do love to talk on those videos and really share some of the information that I come across that I've implemented that really has been beneficial to my personal development, to my being able to handle and navigate emotions and is something I love to do. However, I've realized that the true work, the true development, the true growth that I am able to put into words has come from my willingness, my ability to practice daily mental training, which is strengthening the concentration and focus muscles. Excuse me. I have found that the type of training that I do, which is faith based mental training, brings about a level of inner confidence, inner resolve, inner stability that has really inspired me to want to create a mental fitness gym on social media. I don't know if they exist. I'm sure there are probably tons of them already on social media, but this is a space where I really want us to work out mentally, where I really want us to take a moment and get a mental exercise in. And the type of training that we do, making the breath the focal point of our training, has really allowed this space to blossom. You know, say what you want. It's not easy to get 55 clients. You know, that's difficult to do. And this space has given me or 56, I should say. This space has really given me the opportunity to have that. And so I'm truly grateful. It is a testimony or a testament to how powerful faith based mental training is, because I started with zero. I started with zero. I didn't start from any other channel. I started from zero. And so it's a privilege, it's an honor, it's deep gratitude for why we're here and what we're here to do, and how much can be gained from utilizing this channel. So I'm thankful that you guys are here. I'm thankful that you're taking the time out to get a mental workout in, because it's necessary. The game of life is mental, meaning it is how you think about it, it is how you see it, it is how you perceive it, what your perspective is about it. The thoughts you hold in your mind, the concepts, the theories, the assumptions, the beliefs, the judgments you hold in your mind are creating the type of experiences that you are having in the life you are living. And so, if you are someone who, like me, found yourself to be living a life that you didn't necessarily agree to consciously, like if you really knew this is what you were signing up for, you would be more intentional, more conscious about it. And that was one of the realizations I had to come to. I had to humble myself and basically be like, you know what? I don't understand this thing called life. And I feel like I should understand it, because the older I was getting, rather than gaining wisdom and knowledge about life, I was growing in anxiety. I was growing in fear. And I had just given birth to two children and was in a state of mind where it was clear that I was not as healthy mentally as I needed to be for the life that I was living. And so once I was able to acknowledge that about myself, that I wasn't that I was sick mentally, that I wasn't feeling as good mentally as I should feel in my own body, I decided to address it. And what I realized was um, the mental muscles of our mind need to be exercised. They do need to be challenged. They need to be, conditioned, meaning actively engaged in life. And those mental muscles are our concentration and focus. These muscles of our mind, when they are weak, will force us to create a life that we are not fulfilled in. It will force us to create a life where we are not in healthy relationships with ourselves. We're not in healthy relationships with others. We are not in healthy relationships with the world around us. Those muscles, when they are weak, will force us to create habits that force us to overindulge. So we're never full or we're never satisfied. And so we're in a constant state of emotional turbulence. So there's no emotional security, which means we don't feel safe in our body. We don't feel secure in our body. So there's insecurity. We don't feel stable. So there's 1 minute we're happy, 1 minute we're not. These mental muscles, concentration and focus, when they are not strong, they force us to create a world where we believe in lack. We believe there's not enough money. We believe there's not enough happiness. There's not enough attention. There's not enough resources. There's not enough opportunities. So we will buy into the belief that we are impoverished. And because we believe that we are lacking, we are living the experience of lack, where we're truly living in a state where we feel like there's not enough. And so I had to come to the realization I need to get these muscles healthy. And I saw that the mistake I made was not recognizing the willingness we have to be lifelong students. So I always ask those of you who have attended my past training sessions, you have to approach mental fitness training like you would physical training. If you were someone who was going to get back into shape and you put your plan into action, you started working out, started eating right, started drinking more water, started getting more rest, you started doing the things necessary to get the physical body into shape. Once you started to see results, you would not then just stop. You wouldn't say, you know what, I'm good, I don't need to get in any other shape, I've hit the you would not stop, because you would realize the moment you stop, the body tempo will regress. It will go into a state of what appears to be regression, where you're moving backwards again. And so once we get into physical shape, there comes an understanding that now it's maintenance. Like, I work out to take care of my body, type of thing. So it's the same with mental training. What I realized was, in the very beginning of my mental fitness journey, I would meditate some days. Some days I would get it in. Other days I would just be like, I'm too busy, or I would forget. And then I quickly realized, like, there was a difference on the days when I did meditate versus the days I didn't. And so I had to, and it took me 7 years, 7 years to come to the grown up, mature decision that I have to be consistent with my mental training. As many benefits and glimpses of bliss and moments of mental peace that I have experienced with this practice, you would think that it would not take me that long to realize I have to be doing it consistently. But it did. It took me 7 years to recognize that not only is this a daily practice, this is a lifelong practice. And so it's also a reason why I have this channel, is to hold myself accountable. I want to mentally train every day. And just like people like to document their journey of when they are getting into shape. And although most of us who do document our journey of getting into physical shape aren't doing it with the purpose of becoming personal trainers, but the majority of us do become personal trainers because we recognize and we are realizing how beneficial it is to have a body temple that is in gives the appearance of health. I think that that's something that naturally comes about. And so for me, no different. There was something about mental training, really approaching it from I'm in the gym for 30 minutes to train and concentrate my muscles, to focus and concentrate my mind. And the benefits were so, powerful once I got into it that I was like, I'm going to be a mental fitness trainer. So I made the conscious decision last year, June of last year, that I was going to introduce myself as a mental fitness trainer. I was going to speak it into fruition, speak it into validity. And the moment I did that, I started gaining subscribers. And so that was my understanding that I was acquiring quality clients because I didn't have to be perfect for you guys to recognize the power in what we're doing. And so, oh my God, I'm going over my time limit. I just realized I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you, how much I appreciate you, how grateful I am that you are taking the moment to get into mental shape and you're going about it with respect and reverence, which is why we do it this way. So, the type of training we do is we're going to focus on the breath. We're going to focus on the breath for 30 minutes. So, and we're going to do it in a seated position that we're going to hold. We're going to maintain this seated position. And is it long enough? Sorry, guys. Is that good? I'm the best now. I think it is. I think we're good. Can you guys see me?
I can see you.
I love you. Thank you, baby. Um, So, yeah, make sure you are wearing clothing that you feel comfortable to sit in for 30 minutes straight. Be in a space where you feel comfortable enough to close your eyes. You do not have to close your eyes for the training, but I find it easier to focus and concentrate with my eyes closed than I do with them open, although you will learn that the law of faith requires you to master both. So, I do occasionally open my eyes, but for the most part, when I'm in mental training sessions, I do close my eyes, and it does force me to really be in that state of alertness and relaxation at the same time. Drink some water, use the restroom, move a bit, stretch a bit before you have to sit down. If you are not used to sitting down for 30 minutes straight in one position, maintaining that position, allowing yourself to be relaxed in that position, it does help you to drink some water, use the restroom, and stretch or move around a bit. This is going to make the 30-minute session more bearable. You can do it without all those things, but it does make it a bit tougher. If you find it difficult to focus on your breathing when we do this exercise, then I suggest that you use meditation beads, mala beads, rosary beads. You can hold a stress ball, just holding something in your hand. Holding your hand in different positions can help. It also can help you to pay attention to the air going in and out of the nostrils. That is one of the ways it can help you just to keep your focus of attention on the breath, which is how you would use those tools. Those tools would only serve the purpose of allowing us to focus on the inhale and exhale, because that is the focal point of the training we're about to do. So, the name of the training is Faith Based Mental Training. We are using the breath, divine spirit, a very powerful substance to strengthen and concentrate, to strengthen and concentrate and focus our minds for the healthier, for the better, for, the clarity, the love, the freedom that comes with being on this planet as we are. So we're going to use the breath as the focal point. I'm going to ask you to breathe through any sensations, tingleness, antsiness that you may feel in the body temple during our workout. When we are silent and still, emotions that we tend to ignore dealing with do come to surface. such as being uncomfortable with silence, being uncomfortable with discipline, being uncomfortable with just being still. Emotions will come to surface if you're not used to being these things. And so breathe through them to the best of your ability, maintain the position you are in. If it does become too uncomfortable, too unbearable, make your adjustments, but really settle into sitting still, sitting silent, and breathing through it. We are consciously breathing, so this means we're intentionally breathing in and intentionally breathing out. And you're going to be doing that for 30 minutes, guys. So it can make you feel a little lightheaded. It can make you feel a little light and airy, almost sleepy. But if you maintain being conscious while you're breathing, you will stay alert. You won't fall asleep, which is one of the things I do like to say is different than most of the type of meditations or other trainings out there on breath work, is that when you are simply trusting the breath, if being alert is what you need to be, is what you're going to stay. And so that's why we want to always have the habit of trusting the breath, the rhythm of our breathing. So we're not controlling our breath. We're going with the flow. It's okay if you're fast or slow, deep or shallow. The pace, rhythm of your breathing is not what's important. What's important is our ability to maintain alertness with the fluctuation of our rhythm. So just keeping your concentration and focus on the breath is what is important during our training sessions. Also, lastly, we are going to enter a state of mental peace. So that means we are going to be in a state where we're alert and relaxed. So make sure you're sitting in a position where you can maintain alertness and still be relaxed. So I like to sit up with my back and spine erect. So provide yourself with back support. Use a pillow, a wall, headboard, chair, couch, a tree, a bench. No matter where you are, it is okay. Just make sure you're in a position that you can maintain a state of alertness and relaxation, because we are going to enter it. So you don't want to make it harder on yourself by laying down, even though you could. If you're really trying to be, lift them heavy weights, if you're really trying to be, a beast at it, you can lay down and try to maintain. Think of it as you being in the gym. You're dressed for it, you're prepared for it, and you're in a space for it. So just sit up, protect your back, protect your spine, and be ready to begin. All right, guys, so let us begin. We are now going to place our focus of attention on the breath. Keep it there. Consciously breathe. That means intentionally breathe in and out. Maintain the position you are in. Don't move. Stay still. I will talk periodically throughout this mental workout, but that is your challenge, to maintain your focus of attention on your breathing. Don't allow yourself to be distracted by my speaking, by my breaking the silence. The breath is naturally silent and still. So if you are focused on the breath, even when someone is talking, even when you are talking, you can still maintain a state of inner silence and inner stillness, which is what we always want to be. We want to always maintain inner resolve, because that allows us to make great use of our godly power, which is the ability and the knowledge to know what to do, when to do, how to do in the moment. So if you haven't watched that video on the universal gifts, once you're done with your mental workout, go ahead and watch that video. It is going to make you aware that you come into this world with natural gifts, gifts that no one needs to teach you how to use, gifts that you only need to be willing to use them for them to be activated. But it's so important for you to know of your ability to be divinely wise, because to be wise means to be intuitive in a divine way. So that's what divine wisdom means, is that you are intuitive in a divine way. You know that you know because you're connected to your godly power, which is divine spirit, which is the breath. And so don't allow my speaking to distract you in any way. You are never susceptible to manipulation, to prejudice or bias when you are connected to the most powerful tool of discernment that you have, which is the breath. And the breath allows us to be discern or to be discerning in the moment because we're not picking sides yet. People fail to understand or remember. I think it's more that we forget that discernment is powerful because you're able to see every side of what's going on. You see the whole picture. And a lot of us, because of our religious beliefs or our non-religious beliefs, believe that we can be discerning, but you can't be discerned. You can't be someone who's discerning if you're picking sides. You have to start from a centered, a balance, a neutral stance, and then decide. But a lot of us are already on a side because of what we believe or don't believe. And so the breath brings us back center. It brings us back to the present moment, and it allows us to be discerning in a divine way. You're always going to do what's best for everyone involved, and that includes you. God will always give us a win-win situation, but you can't be like win-win always feels good. That's not a win-win situation where it always feels good, because that's not life. And God is a fair God, justice, even, equal, inclusive, all encompassing. And so we are all given the unique gift of knowing how to discern. But you have to recognize that true discernment comes from a place of stability, of balance, of centeredness. So keep your focus of attention on your breathing. Intentionally breathe in and out. Keep your breathing relaxed and fluid. And so all I mean is just keep your inhales and exhales connected. Don't pause. Don't hold your breath at any moment during your training. You're breathing in and out on purpose. "15 minutes left." I'm sorry, I meant 25 minutes left. Bless you, baby.
Thank you.
Sorry, guys.
Who is it?
Again, keep the focus of attention on your breathing. Continue to breathe in and out on purpose, not to pause or hold your breath while you're breathing. Keep your mouth closed, and we're focusing on the inhale and exhale. We're halfway there, guys. Continue to focus on the breath, to intentionally breathe in and out, to not pause or hold your breathing, to keep it fluid while maintaining concentration and focus on the inhale and exhale rhythm.
Mommy,
Hmm.
why does it say zero? There's 0 people and 0 light.
No one's here. You and I are sitting in this space by ourselves together.
No one joined?
Mm-mm. It happens. But,
Yesterday people joined.
Mm-hmm. And there will be days they're on here and days when they're not. But, I show up because number one, I need to get my workout in. And then number two, it's just to honor God, really. I'm doing this mainly because that's what's in my heart to do. So I can't be like only doing it because people join, or don't join. So
I thought you just hid the people.
Hmm?
I thought you hid the people.
mm-mm.
How long do you do this?
Got about 9 minutes left.
I love you.
Nothing more. $60 seconds.
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
Time. All right, guys, that was our 30-minute mental workout. Um, my little man is not feeling good today, so I do apologize if you felt like that created a bit of distraction. But again, such is life. One of the things we have to understand about life is that it is intentionally trying to get us to see that we can be mentally strong in it. Nothing in life has to serve as a distraction, everything can serve as a lesson. And if you're willing to be a student of life, you will learn the lesson, make the necessary adjustments you need to make, and continue your flow and rhythm with life. That is what the inhale and exhale can teach us. It can teach us how to fall into a rhythm, a flow, a ease with life, and not allow, oh, the battery's going. What's it saying? Um, so we are going to take care of this little man with love and medicine for what he needs. And then I hope that you guys enjoy your weekend. That's it for me for this week. I will see you all Monday. And thank you. Bye.